Alright, let's do a video from here in the fish room. It's a mess in here, so I don't pay attention to much of that. But one of the things about I started the channel to help people that were getting into the hobby, new to the hobby, and there's a lot of terms that we use, those of us that have been in a little while, some words, some jargon, terms that we use that new people coming into the hobby wouldn't know what they mean, probably, and they could get lost. So here's some that I've thought of, that I've made a list here of. We'll go down through them and tell you what they mean. And in the comments below, as I'm doing this, if you think of one or something, put it in the comments, and we'll make a continuation of a list of terms that new people might not know that we use in the aquarium hobby. There's a lot of what's the word, acronyms or abbreviations that we use, so I've included a lot of those also. The first one I've got is LFS, and that's just your local fish store, and it can be a pet store or a store that just sells just fish. HOB, that's a hang on the back filter. UGF is an under gravel filter. BBA, that's black beard algae. So I've got MTS on here twice, and that's because MTS is one of those great acronyms or abbreviations that we use that can mean multiple things. So MTS can mean multiple tank syndrome, which is like what I have, and fictional illness that makes you want to buy or get given or receive or whatever, makes you want to have lots and lots of tanks, multiple tanks. The other MTS is Malaysian trumpet snails. So you kind of have to pay attention to the conversation of, what are we talking about? Does he have MTS in his tank? So it's probably not multiple tank syndrome in the tank. It's probably Malaysian trumpet snails. Then we've got pH, KH, GH, all the H's there. pH is potential hydrogen, so it's like, is it kind of like more acidic or more basic, more alkaline? And I may not be explaining these so scientifically, but for, you know, the new person in, kind of understand, that's your pH. That's one of the things that people test for. KH is carbonate hardness, GH is general hardness. TDS, that's your total dissolved solids. So that's stuff that's in your water. It's tested. It can be fertilizers, it can be little particles of anything. But TDS. Trying to figure out, I didn't bring a tripod or selfie stick, so my arms get tired. Alright, going on down the list here. Cycle. Okay, cycle is a term that I don't like, because it makes people think one thing and we don't use it the way as a true cycle. But it refers to the nitrogen cycle. And what we mean when we say cycle a lot is, do you have the beneficial bacteria built up in the tank that it can process the waste and keep your ammonia down and your fish healthy or alive? So that's the cycle. Substrate, that's the stuff that goes on the bottom of the tank here, wherever my finger is, like the sand, the gravel, whatever you put on the bottom of the tank. Dechlor, just shortened version of dechlorinator. So it's the chemicals that you add to your tap water to take the chlorine out. A mop. Mop is a tool that we use. A lot of times they're made out of a yarn or another material like that is used for breeding. That kind of simulates a plant. That fish that want to lay their eggs in a plant will lay their eggs in the mop. and then you can remove the mop to get the eggs. But that's what a mop is. Can't read my writing here. It says hide. So a hide is like a cave, rock structures, something for a place for the fish to hide. Scape, that's just decorating in the tank. Usually it talks about, usually it refers to adding plants and that type of stuff, but it doesn't have to. Just scape is decorating the tank, really. Hardscape. Hardscape is the part of scaping, so the decorations, that isn't plants, that isn't live. So like your rocks and your sticks and stuff like that. And the last one I have a list here is BBS. BBS is baby brine shrimp. There's a lot of other terms and acronyms and stuff that we use that are missing, or escaping me right now. Like, for example, PAR. If you're into like planted tanks, you maybe hear somebody talking about PAR, and that's the rating of measurement of the light that gets in there. But yeah, anyways, that's just a quick list. Anybody else that has other terms that someone new might not recognize that we use every day and don't think nothing about, drop those in the comments, and that way new people don't get lost when they're talking to us. And I guess I'll talk to you later.